Imagine waking up in a world completely different from the one you know, where everything you believe to be under control begins to fall apart. We are on the cusp of a pivotal moment, a milestone in human history that could change everything, forever. It's no longer a question of if, but of when, and the answer is 2025. What's about to happen? A leap in human consciousness, a turnaround in the way we perceive reality and connect to the world around us. But be careful. This transformation will not come without challenges. Choices you make now can define which side of this change you will be on, the side that thrives or the side that succumbs to the consequences of inertia. This is no time to ignore the signs. Science, spirituality, and global events are converging, pointing to imminent change. But are you prepared? What could happen to your beliefs, your routine, and even the structure of the world as we know it? If you feel like something is changing, you are right. This is your chance to understand what is coming and how to move forward in this new reality. Welcome to the Eye of the Soul channel. The year 2025 is widely discussed as a crucial turning point for humanity, marked by a profound transformation in collective consciousness. This movement is not something external, but an internal evolution that invites each individual to re-evaluate their perception of reality. The changes emerge as responses to the growing need to abandon limiting systems of thought and embrace a broader, interconnected perspective. This leap in human consciousness reflects an inner metamorphosis where values such as unity, empathy, and collective responsibility become central. Many people are beginning to realize that their experiences are influenced not only by external events, but also by their beliefs, emotions, and intentions. This perception inaugurates a process of reconfiguration of reality, where the mind and heart work in harmony. The proposed transition is a gradual process that is already underway. Individuals around the world are reporting changes in their ways of thinking and feeling, pointing to a new sensitivity to the energies and vibrations around them. This awakening is often accompanied by a deep desire to reconnect with nature, with others, and with ourselves. Science and spirituality, often seen as opposites, begin to converge in this context. This is because this new consciousness is based on the idea that we are co-creators of our reality, a concept widely explored in both spiritual practices and recent scientific discoveries. The understanding that directed thinking can impact the reality around us is no longer just a belief, but a possibility explored by many. As we move into 2025, the call for this transformation becomes stronger. Each person is encouraged to reflect on their choices and their impact on the world. Choosing this change is, above all, an act of courage and desire to build a more meaningful life, guided by high principles of love, compassion, and unity. In recent years, a movement has grown that seeks to unite science and spirituality, two areas historically seen as opposites. In 2025, this intersection is expected to intensify, driving a new understanding of the nature of reality and the role of human consciousness in it. The central idea is that scientific advances, especially in quantum physics, reinforce many ancient spiritual teachings. Quantum physics has revealed that the universe is interconnected at deep levels, suggesting that particles can influence each other regardless of distance. This concept resonates with spiritual practices that assert that everything is connected. Furthermore, the role of the observer, who determines the behavior of particles in quantum experiments, opens up space for discussions about how our thoughts and intentions shape reality. This approach leads to the realization that thinking is more than a mental activity. He is a creative force. Scientific trials have shown that mental focus can alter results in controlled environments, such as collective intention experiments. This aligns with spirituality, which has long taught that the human mind has the power of creation and transformation. The convergence between science and spirituality also reinforces the idea that understanding reality goes beyond merely observing the physical world. Elements such as energy, vibration, and frequency gain space in both the scientific and spiritual fields. With science and spirituality moving together, an increasing number of people are beginning to adhere to this integrative vision. It is no longer a question of proving spirituality through science, but of understanding that both are complementary parts of the same whole. In 2025, this union could help humanity reach higher levels of understanding, promoting harmony and alignment with universal principles. The principles of quantum physics offer revolutionary insights into how reality works, suggesting that each person has an active role in creating the world around them. The application of these concepts to everyday life is one of the pillars of the transformation predicted for 2025. The idea is that understanding and practicing these principles can bring about profound changes at both the individual and collective level. One of the foundations of quantum physics is the idea that observation affects the outcome. When we apply this to life, we realize that the focus of our attention influences what we experience. If we focus our thoughts on problems or limitations, we tend to reinforce them in our reality. On the other hand, focusing on solutions and possibilities opens up space for creating more positive experiences. Furthermore, the energy of human intentions is considered a powerful force. Studies have already indicated that groups focused on positive intentions can produce measurable changes, such as improvements in well-being or the harmony of environments. This demonstrates that thoughts aligned with clear intentions are not just abstractions, but forces that impact the physical world. Another fundamental aspect is the concept that everything in the universe vibrates at specific frequencies. Emotions, like love and gratitude, are associated with higher, more harmonious frequencies, while emotions like fear and anger vibrate at lower levels. By raising our personal vibration, we can attract experiences and people that resonate with these positive energies. Understanding quantum principles does not mean ignoring real-world challenges, but facing them in a new and more conscious way. Every thought, word, and action carries an energy that contributes to the creation of a shared future. This perspective empowers each individual to take responsibility for their own reality and collaborate in building a more harmonious and balanced world. The transition of human consciousness from the third to the fifth dimension is a central theme in discussions about spiritual evolution. This transformation is not about a physical change of place, but an internal change in the way we perceive and interact with the world. In 2025, many believe that this transition will intensify, marking an inflection point in the collective development of humanity. In the third dimension, consciousness is rooted in material experiences, where ego and separation dominate perception. This dimension is characterized by a linear view of time, focus on external achievements and challenges, such as fear and competition. Although necessary for human learning, it limits the ability to perceive deeper and more subtle connections. The fifth dimension, on the other hand, is described as a higher state of consciousness, centered on love, compassion, and unity. At this level, the ego ceases to be the center of decisions, giving way to a broader and more connected view of reality. The experience of time becomes fluid, and people are guided by their intuitions and alignment with their highest purposes. The transition between these dimensions does not occur automatically. It requires conscious effort to overcome limiting patterns and accept new ways of being. This evolution is not only individual, but also collective. As more people move toward a heart-centered consciousness, society as a whole begins to reflect these values. Solutions to global problems, such as conflicts and environmental crises, become more accessible once cooperation and empathy replace division and indifference. Beliefs and vibrations play crucial roles in the formation of individual and collective reality, being considered key pieces in the transformation process that will intensify in 2025. These concepts, previously widely associated with spirituality, are now also receiving attention from science, highlighting their impact directly into the human experience. Beliefs function as lenses through which we interpret the world. They not only influence our perceptions, but also determine our actions and reactions. For example, a person who believes they are capable of overcoming challenges tends to find solutions and persist, while someone who believes in failure generally does not take risks or gives up easily. This dynamic shows that our beliefs not only reflect our reality, but also actively shape it. The concept of vibration is directly related to the emotional and mental state. Emotions such as love, joy, and gratitude vibrate at high frequencies, creating harmony within and without us. On the other hand, feelings such as anger, fear, and sadness vibrate at lower frequencies, contributing to imbalances and challenges. Raising our vibration through mindful practices is essential to attracting more positive experiences. Furthermore, our vibrations influence not only our personal reality, but also the people around us. This collective effect is known as vibrational resonance. When groups unite in positive intentions or actions, the impact is amplified, generating visible changes in communities and even on a global level. This principle explains the importance of joint actions in times of crises or celebrations. Recognizing the role of beliefs and vibrations is an invitation to self-responsibility. By identifying and restructuring limiting beliefs, we can make room for greater possibilities. And by adopting practices that raise our vibration, we actively contribute to a more harmonious reality aligned with values such as love and compassion. This approach is not only transformative at the individual level, but essential for building a more conscious and balanced future. Vibrational alignment is an essential component to achieving heightened states of consciousness and well-being. With the increasing focus on personal and collective evolution scheduled for 2025, simple but powerful practices have gained prominence. For their effectiveness in raising individual vibrations and promoting transformation, meditation is one of the most accessible and transformative ways to achieve vibrational alignment. By quieting the mind and focusing on breathing or mantras, people can reduce stress, balance their energies, and connect with an internal state of peace. Regular practice strengthens the ability to maintain high vibrations, even in challenging situations, and creates a solid foundation for spiritual growth. Gratitude is another essential practice. Recognizing and appreciating the good things in life, even the simplest ones, instantly raises vibrational frequencies. Keeping a gratitude journal, or simply reflecting on what you are grateful for at the end of the day, can significantly change your perspective and attract more positive experiences. Mindfulness also plays a vital role. Being present in the moment, without judgment, allows people to disconnect from negative thought patterns and align with the now. This practice helps cultivate a sense of purpose and clarity, as well as reinforcing a deep connection with the higher self. Physical practices, such as yoga and breathing exercises, are also recommended to align body, mind, and spirit. These methods work on the energetic level, releasing blockages and allowing energy to flow freely. As a result, the individual's overall vibration increases, contributing to greater vitality and balance. By adopting these practices in their daily lives, people not only experience personal transformation, but also positively impact the communities around them. When many people vibrate at higher frequencies, the collective effect can be felt in greater harmony, collaboration, and global evolution. In 2025, these practices become more relevant than ever, being essential for the transition to higher consciousness. The connection between individuals within a community is a powerful force for catalyzing significant change in the world. In 2025, the role of collective consciousness will become even more evident, as joint actions and aligned intentions will have a deeper impact on creating a harmonious and sustainable future. Collective consciousness functions as a network where individual thoughts, emotions, and actions contribute to the well-being or challenges of the whole. When a group of people come together for positive purposes, such as meditating for peace or promoting acts of kindness, there is an amplifying effect that transcends geographic boundaries. This phenomenon is supported by studies showing that group meditation, for example, can reduce crime rates in entire communities. Forming communities based on shared values, such as compassion, empathy, and mutual respect, is an essential step towards strengthening this collective consciousness. In a world where individuality is often prioritized, collaboration offers a path to innovative and lasting solutions. The exchange of experiences and knowledge within these groups also promotes growth and continuous learning. Modern technologies have played a crucial role in connecting people on a global scale. Social networks and digital platforms enable the creation of virtual communities aligned with common interests. from environmental causes to social justice movements. These connections transcend physical borders, allowing people from different cultures and realities to work together towards a greater goal. For collective consciousness to reach its maximum potential, it is necessary for each individual to take responsibility for their actions and intentions. Small daily gestures, like helping a neighbor or participating in community initiatives, have a cumulative impact. As more people adopt these behaviors, collective energy rises, creating an environment where progress becomes inevitable. The construction of a world based on collective consciousness is not just a utopia, but an emerging reality. In 2025, as more people awaken to this interconnectedness, communities will play an even more central role in fostering a future where cooperation and unity are the foundations of a new era. The concept of parallel realities suggests that each choice we make creates an unfolding of possibilities, generating different versions of our life experience. In 2025, this idea gains relevance to understand the impact of our decisions in the present and in the future. She offers an empowering perspective, highlighting the central role of self-awareness and authenticity among these realities. Every thought, word, and action shapes the path we follow. When we make conscious decisions aligned with our highest values, we access realities that resonate with those intentions. On the other hand, impulsive or fear-based choices can direct us to less desirable experiences. This understanding invites us to reflect on how our actions today affect our tomorrow. Self-awareness is essential in this process. Being aware of your own thoughts and emotions allows you to identify limiting patterns and act more intentionally. For example, if a person recognizes that they are repeating a behavior that does not bring positive results, they can stop this cycle and choose a different path. This practice not only transforms your personal reality, but also influences the dynamics around you. Authenticity also plays an important role. By acting in alignment with who we truly are, we create realities that reflect our deepest desires and life purpose. This requires courage to overcome the influence of external expectations and follow one's intuition. When we live authentically, our choices tend to open doors to opportunities and meaningful connections. Understanding parallel realities is not limited to theory. It can be applied in a practical way. Visualizing desired results, setting clear intentions, and taking consistent actions are ways to align yourself with the most positive versions of your reality. As more people adopt this approach in 2025, humanity as a whole may experience an evolutionary leap forward, consciously following paths that promote harmony and progress. The elevation of human consciousness not only transforms how we relate to each other, but also how we connect to the environment. In 2025, this awareness gains momentum, driving efforts to restore ecological balance and promote a sense of global unity. This transformation suggests that caring for the planet is totally linked to spiritual progress and collective evolution. One of the main changes occurs in the perception that natural resources are finite and need to be used responsibly. This awareness awakens a sense of urgency to adopt sustainable practices, such as the use of renewable energy, waste reduction, and biodiversity conservation. People are beginning to understand that protecting the environment is not just an ethical choice, but a vital necessity for the survival of all species. Furthermore, the notion of global unity highlights that individual actions have a collective impact. Small lifestyle changes like recycling, reducing plastic consumption, and supporting environmental policies add up to create a significant effect. Communities around the world organize to plant trees, clean degraded areas, and promote environmental education, showing that cooperation can generate transformative results. Raising consciousness also helps redefine our relationship with the planet. Rather than seeing nature as something separate from us, the emerging view is that we are an integral part of it. This creates a sense of respect and gratitude for the environment that sustains us. This perspective encourages more balanced living practices, such as growing organic foods and supporting local economies. The movement toward global unity also emphasizes the need for international collaboration. By 2025, Governments, organizations, and individuals are expected to come together to tackle challenges such as climate change, water scarcity, and deforestation. This collective approach reflects a shared awareness that the future of the planet depends on joint action. Environmental impact and global unity are deeply intertwined. As more people raise their consciousness and adopt sustainable practices, the planet responds positively. This synergy between humanity and nature is fundamental to creating a world where balance, harmony, and prosperity can flourish for all forms of life. The transformation approaching in 2025 requires more than just understanding. It demands conscious and committed action. This is a time of crucial choices, where each individual is invited to align their intentions and practices with the high principles that will guide humanity towards a more harmonious future. This call to action is, above all, a call for collective and individual responsibility. The first step in this process is self-assessment. Each person is encouraged to reflect on their beliefs, habits, and values. Ask yourself, are my daily actions contributing to harmony or chaos? This reflection is not just an intellectual exercise, but an opportunity to identify areas where changes can be made to align with a higher purpose. Next comes the importance of taking action. Small gestures like showing kindness, practicing gratitude, or participating in community initiatives create a ripple of positive impact. Intentional actions not only transform personal reality, but also inspire others to do the same. Every conscious choice, no matter how small it may seem, strengthens the collective movement towards a more balanced and compassionate world. Collaboration is one of the pillars of this transformation. Joining groups that share similar values or engaging in global causes allows individual efforts to be amplified. The energy of an aligned community is a powerful force for overcoming challenges and creating innovative solutions. Ultimately, love, unity, and compassion must be the foundations of any effort to shape the future. These qualities transcend divisions and connect people on deep levels. They are the heart of spiritual evolution and the guide to building a world where everyone can prosper. The time to act is now. The transformation of 2025 is an ongoing process that depends on every choice made today. Be willing to embrace change, work for the greater good, and be a force of light in times of transition. Together we can build a future sustained in love, harmony, and collaboration.